Melbourne victory. Please be advised to remain in your seats and enjoy the match responsibly. Please be aware that the Gorstowski grandstand is a no-smoking zone. Let's get ready for an action-packed game of football. Thank you for your support. Starting 11 for Altona Magic. Number 1 in goal today, Ilya Shalamanov. Trent Hooper. Number 2, Aori Kawakachi. Number 4, Talvin Olawale. Number 5, Dijon Makradanovsky. Number 8, Sam Rukashaw. Number 10, Christos Manor-Nicholas. Number 11, Kyle Habib. Number 14, Anthony Franchi. Number 15, Alexander Goose. Number 16,
up and running at Paisley Park. It's hard to believe we're already halfway through the NPL Victoria men's season for 2025. It felt like yesterday we're at the home of the Matildas on that Monday night where these two sides played to a draw, but the return fixture finds us in the heart of Altona, where the Magic take on Melbourne Victory's under-23 side. Adam Palombi on the call tonight for National Premier League's Victoria. Pleasure having your company on what is a very cold Melbourneian evening. And I can assure you the players on the playing surface will be feeling all the chill in this one. It's rather breezy, bit of a westerly wind pushing to the left of your screen. That's where Victory are kicking towards in this first half. It's donning their beautiful away white kit for Varda, Altona Magic. They're in their typical home strip. We haven't had a chance to get through the lineups just yet. We'll look for a passage in play to do so. Altona fresh off what was an impressive performance last week, a 4-0 victory against Melbourne Knights, who are struggling to find some cohesion this season. Ivan Franic, of course, no longer at the helm, remains at the club, of course, the club legend, but he won't have any more say as manager. So we have a quick glance of the Magic starting lineup tonight. Shalamanov Trenkova is the goalkeeper. Oluwemi and Barkan Danitsky, that's the way we say it, is involved in that centre-back partnership. Leon's August joins the likes of Daniel Fabrizio, Mohamed El Halwi, Anthony Franchi, Hiroi Kawaguchi. Sama Kacha is the captain. Christos Theodorakopoulos finalises the lineup with Habib in the mix also. I believe unchanged according to their Instagram post before things got underway. Go the Magic into tonight's game. Look at the Victory lineup. Jonathan Sultan is the goalkeeper. Aaron Bazensky lines up with the likes of Charlie Gorevsky, Jesse Hoey, Alexander Heridis, Daniel Lazarevsky. Alexander Manalou is the captain. Tabena Obani, John Radimis is Patrick Wall, and Parker Williams make up that entire lineup. That's the state of affairs here. A bit delayed, of course, with getting things underway tonight. There was a few teething issues. Miss all the traffic and things occurring before tonight's game. And well, if there's indication about the winds, I can tell you right now that the weather foam shield on the microphone, my Audio Technica headset, has gone completely flying. So gusty conditions as Gus gets a foot on it and clears towards the Magic stand of Paisley Park. Makasha switching ball. Habib going wide for Kawaguchi, although he slips on the deck, and Howie plays a nice ball forward, and Victory can streamline forward here. They've got runners in behind if they can utilise the men out wide. Big charging challenge comes in from Oluwemi. Play will just momentarily halt. Kawaguchi down the line. Theodorikopoulos heads it on. Questions being asked. As Frangi is looking for a forward teammate. Abadi combines with Hoey. Commentary flank now for Melbourne Victory. Hoey's ball comes in. Oluemi clears away. Flipped on defensively. Altona, the Magic can't seem to clear just yet. Menelu thought he'd try his luck, and Ila Shilimanov-Trenkova won't be too worried about that. 22 years of age, he's only had the one appearance so far this season, stepping in, of course, for captain Christian Rossi. Played 12 games this season before his debut in NPL Victoria football had finally happened to the former Port Melbourne Sharks goalkeeper. 6'6", he's rather tall. Trenkova, I'm sure, has a lot of decent goalkeeping ahead of him in his playing days. Getting creative was Heredes. Loses the ball finally for Blitzio, lurching in behind. Frangi letting the ball run out of play. Gus, short for Makausha. Oluemi. Kawaguchi the idea. Abadi heads away. Theodorikopoulos gets it back from Kawaguchi. Has a glance. In fact, that was Mohamed El Halawi getting things going. But Oluemi, not the same wavelength, although Kawaguchi was reactive. Of course, for Melbourne Victory tonight, they've got bigger fish to fry in terms of their senior men's and senior women's teams. Of course, tomorrow against the Central Coast Mariners. Victory senior women's team are in the A-League Grand Final. The men's side looking to get an advantage against A-League premiers out of Auckland FC tonight at Amy Park. Still some show of support for their reserve side here tonight as they're looking to get busy. Victory on the break, and yet again it was Heredes who was stunted rather in his run. Oh, the Magic stepped inside and they're looking threatening. Out comes the goalkeeper of Sultan. Enjoyed the liveliness so far of Bilal Muhammad. Made that rather Bilal Habib. It's not to be confused with the UFC former welterweight champion. As for Bilal Habib, he's been threatening so far. He was looking to fly there with his right after stepping inside. Now, speaking of inside, that's where I'd rather be right now. The rain has started to grace its presence here in Altona. I wonder what implications that can have. And all those 22 down there at the moment. Have a glance towards our camera operator tonight, and I think without any words being conveyed, we knew exactly what we're saying. It's not light rain, it's coming in sideways. And well, for the purists, it's certainly a night to enjoy football. For those here, the demanding conditions, you can be seen in one or two ways. You either embrace them or you loathe them, and well, you might as well embrace them. That's what football's all about. They always do say, can they do it on a cold, rainy night in Stoke? Well, how about a cold, rainy night in Altona? It's not just cold, it is icy cold. Cross comes in, hasn't beaten its first man, Sultan. Positions himself well, the goalkeeper. It's hard to almost stay dry up here. I'll tell you right now, none of us are. So we hope you're enjoying the coverage. I'll tell you where I'd rather be commentating from. It's a bit messy, and now a chance for the Magic that can open up. Frangi was reactive to Sultan. And still remains alive for Altona. Cross comes in, inviting ball! And Habib, I wouldn't have counted, the flag had gone up. He would have been offside. But a tremendous start so far tonight for the Magic. Well, looking for one at least, and honestly they weren't exactly far away from that to be the case. Cleared forward, flick on. Arrives from Lazarevski. Oluwemi sees it out of play. Marko Danikoski, the centre-back partner of Oluwemi. Dian is 22 years of age, a lot of youth across the competition, both the A-League and the NPL Victoria. But the Magic also is victory, try and play their way out of some danger here. Lovely first touch, which sends them out wide. He wanted to back him behind to Jesse Hoey. Had a great campaign, of course, last year in VPL 1. It's really an exciting player to keep an eye on. Touch is a bit loose. El Haloui. Habib trying to use his long legs to create something damaging at the expense of an Altona corner. That's the first one of tonight. It's almost a swimming pool from the gantry. Can they find an early goal? Comes into the near post. It's Theodorakopoulos that heads over and out of play. It'll be a corner again. So they try to retrieve the match ball. How can you not love the NPL Victoria? The official will have to just come across and ensure nothing fouls occurring as the ball's whipped in. Nice shape on it. Cleared away at the near post. Victory trying to get a clearance, so that's really well done from the Magic player on the far left side. It might have just been out of El Haloui who was getting busy, but I think once he put his head down and got to work, he got a bit caught up in the moment. Did El Haloui, 20 years of age, up until 2024, had 2 goals from 28 appearances. Played 13 games this season, has the 1 goal, finds himself just over 40 games played. As Sultan's feeling the slippery nature of this one, slips as he takes the kick. Flicked on, Theodorakopoulos, Nakasha, El Haloui. Habib combining the 2 Magic players. Providing chase was Menelu. Clearance forward. It's a decent ball, although the flick on was there, but Hoey, not in his natural position, was the winger. Down the line. Karaguchi. Dealt with by Victory, although no, it's not. It's been turned over, and a chance might open up here for the Magic. Habib stepping inside onto his left. Menelu with a clearance. Gust takes command of the situation. Hoey wants to go in behind. The ball's going to skid along the really slippery surface. Ila Shalamanov-Trenkova uses the full length of his box, the goalkeeper, and calls for some calm as he rolls towards Oluwemi. Bakr-Danikoski. Makasha. Bakr-Danikoski once more will want the ball. Charged down by the Victory flanker. Makasha. Lovely first time pass, or at least the idea was, but it will still work for Kawaguchi, who kept his run forward, and now an opportunity might open up here. The Magic get around the keeper. It's a big slide from Victory. Karaguchi can score, and Altona Magic take the lead. For a side in recent weeks who have been rejuvenated following a draw against the Port Melbourne Sharks and a win against the Melbourne Knights, it's Altona Magic through that of Hiroyi Kawaguchi, who opened the scoring. Decent start. Although El Halawi's gone into the book. Oh, Makasha's pass was intended. Second of the season for the 27-year-old. Feel like with the slippery nature of tonight's game, goals will be fluent. And we've already seen one early on here. Finds its way back to the goalkeeper. Trenkova into the floodlights. It's back with Victory, sent forward, no nonsense-esque from Ademizis. El Halawi. Habib. Not able to move around the wall. Rain's just dropping off in intensity, but he's remaining around for a conversation or two. Makasha loves looking towards his right, going lateral. Kawaguchi. Fabrizio. Theodorakopoulos. Ball will ricochet its way in towards the gloves of the Victory goalkeeper, Sultan. Wants to hack it forward with a massive footy-esque kicker flick on over the top, and Victory might have a chance to infiltrate here. Looking for a swift response on the break. Were the visitors. Great flick on. It rolls from Lazarevski. Not cleared yet. Menelu. Ball comes in. It's getting confusing. Clearance was necessary. Lazarevski. The central attacking, or central forward position really is been really damaging with those flicks over the top, and the sense that Victory really want to get full use out of their wingers. Barka Danikovski. Habib. Al-Halawi letting it run. It was Theodorakopoulos. Habib. Steps inside. Makasha, the conductor of this Magic team. Finds Habib with a beautiful pass. Al-Halawi in support on the overlap. Comes in. Blocked off before being damaging from Vladimizis. Cross comes in, although no, it doesn't. Evades all comers. And it will be Sultan's ball. Victory dispossessed. Fabrizio. Damaging start by the hosts. Abani has a task to clear, although never got around to doing so. Theodorakopoulos trying getting the last touch off of a Victory shirt. Makasha, Al-Halawi, Habib. Al-Halawi bouncing back towards him. Fabrizio. Kawaguchi. Nice shift onto his left. Cross comes in with real shape. It would have been a brilliant goal by the Magic. So unfortunate. Perhaps Frangi is to be in an offside position. He let the official know about it and then some, but Kawaguchi has been such a live wire so far in this one, and well, it's a brilliant shift onto his left to cross in. Victory trying to barnstorm forward with Vladimizis, who went on a bit of a journey. Free flow to this one. Gust and Habib combining on the left flank. Menelu calls calm to the situation. Jesse Hoey. Abani. Hoey. Abani. Keeps it in somehow. Al-Halawi flicked on and then Kawaguchi flicked out of play. Abani. Flick on. That man again, the number 11 in Victory. Nazarevsky. Kawaguchi. Hoey slides out of play. Makasha does enough to get it sent out wide to Gust. Menacing forward, Theodorakopoulos, Habib. Such synergy to the Magic. Gust flicked in behind, inside the box. The cutback was there for Habib. Theodorakopoulos perhaps lurking. Barka Danikovski utilises goalkeeper. The two youngsters combining defensively. Barka Danikovski. Gusts. Frangi will provide chase, but be ushered out of play by Radimizis. Flick on yet again by that man Lazarevsky. And Victory are looking to impose some danger on the counter charge. Shamanov Trenkova, Oluwemi. Fabrizio, Obani pressing. Makasha. Brilliant ball from Saad Makasha for Alexander Gust. Lovely shift in the play's direction. Habib. El Haloui. Theodorakopoulos on the edge of the area. Looking for that little space to get his shot away. Makasha can hit them. Sultan. Dive to make the save, the keeper. A lot of bodies in the way. He would have saw it late. Altona have been firmly with the ascendancy. They'll look to go again following this corner. Cross is a very high ball. Luemi at the back post. Not cleared yet by Victory. Heavy touch from Huridis. Theodorakopoulos wants to go quickly, although just told by his captain Makasha, let's pump the brakes. Real intensity. So Altona's opening minutes in this one personified it through a goal in which their fullback of Kawaguchi was on the end of. It wasn't the cleanest goal, but in conditions like these, it's hard to have that exactly to be the case. El Haloui asking a lot of Makasha. Luemi, wrong-footed. Heavy press from Huridis. Menelu flicks it on. Williams tries the lateral option. Lazarevski couldn't get onto it. Hoey just wants to run in behind. The flag will stay down for Jesse Hoey. In fact, no, it won't, says the official. It was tight. They, of course, have best view on it. From a first glimpse, it would have seemed timed, but it all happens in such a quick nature. Score update, of course, for what's happened so far this round in NPL men's football. Gully defeated Dandy Thunder last night at home. 3-1 victory. Heidelberg got some revenge against Melbourne Knights. 2-1 win at Olympic Village. Hume City at home were out-muscled by the Preston Lions. 1-0. Avondale at home today against Oakley. 1-3-0. Lazarevski for Hoey. Not sure if he meant that backheel pass, but he'll take it, Jesse Hoey. To step inside menacingly. Lazarevski has his back turned to everybody. Victory still looking to make something work. It's getting messy. Magic Cats are clear. Chip over the top. Barka Danikoski was there to ensure safety. Victory tried to be a little bit provocative from the flanks. Patrick Wall was rampaging forward. Could have been pedestrian, although work from Menelu to Sultan. Hoey, lovely control. Closed, goes back to team and teammate. Parker Williams. Possession turned over now. El Haloui. And Bib. Theodorakopoulos puts it into the danger zone. Frangi wasn't certain. Or was Sultan for that matter. Will be the keeper's ball. You can imagine what the players are going through at the minute here. In conditions that I'm not sure are suitable to be on Gauchos for, but, well, you got to see the funny side to it, I'm sure. Trying times, trying conditions. Referee telling Kawaguchi to get going. Goes down the line. Theodorakopoulos never really saw it. Makasha sends it long. It was flicked back into the mix by Vladimizis. Howie keeping Uluwemi honest. Still inside the box. Barka Danikoski rather clears. Habib. It's a stroll forward. Fabrizio, the ball just caught a little bit behind him. Bib, Fabrizio, Makasha, measured ball for Gust, first time. Cross comes in, not beating the first man. There to clear was Vladimizis. Zarevsky, wide pursuit. Barka Danikoski, strong in the challenge. Slides upon that of Vladimizis. The official hasn't liked that, and in fact, Dejan Barka Danikoski in the book, the 22-year-old. Debut NPL season for the Magic, 8 games played this season. And the home faithful aren't too pleased about that. Jesse Howie. Charge down. Abani gets a corner. Such contrast, of course, to Melbourne weather. We've been experiencing a lot of warmer days, really, for this time of year, but a harsh reality check, I think, was needed for everybody. Shamanov-Shankova saying, you can't crowd the keeper. That's exactly what Victor wanted to do. And since that, there would be a brief chat into by the official, and that's what's happened. Cross flown in. Hasn't beaten the first man. Theodorakopoulos heads it away. Kawaguchi up along the line. A bit put a foot out. Makasha heads it on. Recycled, at least initially, by Bazensky. Shamanov-Chenkova. Not entirely sure. Ball will come in. Kawaguchi has to be very careful here. Uluwemi heads away. Howie with Fabrizio. Takes a slide. Bazensky. Jesse Howie. The idea. Theodorakopoulos couldn't get it pinched off of Herides. Strong was Williams. Theodorokopoulos works it wide. Habib, Abani does want to pickpocket the attacker. Menelu shifts it wide. Zensky to try and get onto the end of it as Huridi's in the far side. Victory still wanting to ask a couple of questions. Howie, Abani, lovely cutting pass, but Kawaguchi does enough to keep his clearance inside. Fabrizio El Howie takes the game on, gets around out of his Victory opponent who had a fair chunk of the Magic player's shirt. Kawaguchi out of play. No look from Fabrizio. Menelu. Gust steps in front of his counterpart player. Habib. Stepping inside. Habib has sight to let fly, but they done well to be elusive. They just could not apply the finish. Menelu. Abani. Back towards Parker Williams. Dispossessed. Theodorokopoulos has options here. Bilal Habib's one of those. Makausha awaits the ball. He strikes it first time, Makausha. That could have been very damaging. Marko Danikoski back to his keeper. Drinkova. That's a bit of his centre back. Well, did well initially to get the ball controlled, but his pass was a bit aimless. It's a very long diagonal ball forward for Abani, who's latched onto it, has Howie on for the pass. That would have been brilliant for Victory if they'd just gotten that final touch right. It was a brilliant ball from downtown. Makausha. He's been really having a good game so far. Fabrizio. The ball bounces ahead of him. Williams, strong. Gets it out of play. Makausha. Kawaguchi. Back to the captain, Makausha. Barka Danikoski. El Haloui. Gust had to readjust. El Haloui. Habib. Abani positions himself well to head away. Howie. Kawaguchi backtracking. Abani. Menelu. Goes over the top. Gust wasn't too sure. His flick will be enough. The keeper to recycle. Finally, some respite from the rain that was coming in on a 90-degree angle almost. And briefly on commentary, we can try to dry off. You'd think we've been for a swim. I assure you, no one's done that today in these conditions. It's really stolen the show, hasn't it? As Trinkova, questionable kick from inside his box. Howie. Fantastic from Howie to just dance around Kawaguchi. Draws away a couple of players for Prinzio. Obani does enough. Theodorakopoulos. El Haloui can run into some space here. Habib in a wide area. Gust in support on the overlap. Makausha. Altona throwing players forward. Now quick to set up. They've got a lot of options in wide areas. Habib. Makausha. Lovely bit of skill. Much of the same from Habib. Magic strutting their stuff right now. Habib. Victory. Trying to reinstate possession. El Haloui. Barka Darikoski. 1-2's in the engine room. Victory trying to cut it off. They do so. Paredes was the initial interceptor. Habib bounces fortuitously for him. The referee notices a handball. Makausha. Oh, Fabrizio didn't realise the bounce would be that menacing. Obani concedes possession. Not much time left in this first half. It's a quick start from the Magic, and they've continued in that same vein since. Kawaguchi. Obani showing the goal scorer the door and ushers the ball out of play. Lovely touch from Lazarevsky, and now Victory again trying to get him behind, but they're just being overzealous. Patrick Wall was caught in an offside position, so he wanted to make a venture towards Shalamanov Trenkova. Oluemi. Fabrizio. Theodorakopoulos waits it nicely for Fabrizio. Cross comes in. Sultan confident. A lot more assertive goalkeeping. Victory's preferred choice tonight. Obani. Lazarevsky got it not off this time. Usually at Paisley Park, one of the pleasures of being on the gantry here is you can see the Melbourne skyline when it's clear, of course, and well, you can't see much of it tonight. That's an indication of what we're experiencing and what might be yet to come. Have a look at the radar sooners. Heavy touch out wide from Victory, and now that's where the Magic are with Theodorakopoulos. Bit of confusion going on here. All the players had stopped. Well, we thought there might have been something in the build-up that was a foul. And well, this show never stops until you hear the whistle, but my word, it was almost unanimous from all players that something had occurred. For everyone to wait for the official to do something, although you've got to play by the whistle. 1 minute added by the fourth official. For stoppage time. Cross comes in with purpose. Sultan committed. It's a scramble. It's Fabrizio. Oh, there's a card that's been issued. Something found the build-up perhaps, and wind is really starting to pick up now. Parker, Lazarevsky. That will be that for the first half here at Paisley Park. A wet, wild encounter which sees the Magic in front courtesy of Hiroi Kawaguchi, whose opener has separated these two sides as we cross to our halftime break here on NPL Victoria's YouTube channel. return for the second half. The rain has stopped for now, but don't blink. I assume it will come back very soon. Adam Palombi on the call. Nowhere else I'd rather be tonight. No sarcasm implied either. Genuinely enjoying this contest. It's been dominated by the hosts so far, but victory in certain periods of play have showcased some intent to come here and not just be visitors, but be disruptors. So we have a quick glimpse of the team sheets, and there might be a couple of changes to speak of at halftime in terms of changes. We'll have a quick scope and see what's going on. Nothing yet to speak of, I believe, from either sets of benches. So for the meanwhile, it's victory in the edge of the area. Gusts cuts out the danger. Habib shifts inside. Bazanevsky fighting backtrack. Habib, brilliant ball. Gusts can cross it in first time. They want to go again, Gusts. His touch will let him down. The idea was bright, but Bazanevsky snuffed out the danger, although Habib stumbling, wanting a foul. That's what will be awarded the other way to Harides. Clearing ball forward from the free kick. It will roll towards Barka Denikovsky. Trenkova, Shalamanov. Trenkova rather, other way around. Offside again for Franchi. He had scored after the original goal from Kawaguchi, although it was the flag that prevented that goal from counting. It's a brilliant header into the bottom corner. Bazanevsky. Nice touch from Menelu to find the fullback. Wall. Menelu. Lazarevsky. An opening for Abani. He's found. And then some space from Gorevsky. Howie providing some support, although Oluwemi will come and sweep up the danger. Parker. Harides. Howie trying to cut the lines. Oluwemi preventing no capital punishment. A bouncing ball will reach its way into the path of Habib. Sultan had to swing off his line to make sure he was there swiftly to prevent any danger from transpiring. Frangi, Fabrizio, chip ball, Kawaguchi, Derokopoulos, it's just ahead of him. Victory can, well, initially it looked like they could have transitioned, although the ball wasn't very accurate. In then from Harides, Habib, inside the box, which way is he going to go? El Halawi, in striking distance, never pulled the trigger, looked to do too much. Gus prevents a counter charge. Wall was wondering to just try get in behind some space, although Gust, excellent positioning once more by a magic fullback. They have really noticed that threat that Victory possess in attack, and you notice that as Oluwemi going on a journey. Still moving forward to number 4. Al Halawi. Stepping inside. Frangi got his shot away. Sultan able to nestle it into his arms. Radimizis. Gust controls. Draws 3 victory shirts towards him. Barka Danikoski. Gust. Heavy on the touch. He's gone in hard to get the ball back. Coming in harder. It's Patrick Wall. Concedes the foul. Shilimanov Trenkova. It's one more half of football away from consecutive clean sheets. Victory try to get themselves out of this defensive third. Manalu with his counterpart number of Makasha. Gusts, happy to let it roll. Frangie, the idea, but a bit just confined into a compact space and passed it right out of play. Down the line, Makasha flicks on. Theodorakopoulos. Oluwemi. Shlimanov Trenkova. Back to Oluwemi. Kawaguchi. Getting too creative perhaps. Centering ball. Runners on the flanks for victory. And a chance might open up here for them. Shlimanov Trenkova palms away. Although Parker in an offside position. Trenkova looks a little bit worse for wear. And the referee has had to call the Magic Medicos to have their first save tonight. Gorevsky was the one asking questions, had Howie in support. Wanted to go solo on his right and made the goalkeeper make a save. So a brief pause in play. Might have a quick glimpse of... In fact, we won't have time to because riders thought things were going to continue on. The Medico for the Magic has waltzed off and Trenkova is okay for now. Cross will come in. In fact, it won't as commentators curse to full fruition once more. And you can see the victory management resorting to their bench quickly. Austin Ganino looking to have some involvement at number 7. And well, his last touch wasn't a great one for poor Parker Williams. It's a pretty tame cross in, and I'm sure that wasn't the reason why he got subbed off, but in fact it was Patrick Wall rather who's come off, and on goes that of Ganino. Abani. Williams. Danikoski, Gusts, Habib, Makasha. Habib receives the clearance. First involvements, but not touches for Ganino. Has a swagger of confidence about him, the number 7. Flicks on. There it might just be. Zensky having some headaches at the minute. As a bib, central El Haloui. Frangi, wide area. Keeps the move alive. Options queue up in the box for the Magic. It's not cleared away yet. Now Ganino. Lazarevsky. Can he get it back to Ganino? Habib. That was very tight, but it was out and over the line and victory ball. Habib. Victory struggling to clear. Lazarevsky, Barka Danikoski had a lot of his shirt. Sidesteps nicely the centre back. Frangi wanting to run at Victory. Has support for Fabrizio out wide. Dracopoulos in the centre. Frangi and Habib much the same. El Haloui provided some support. Luemi. Barka Danikoski for Gust. Complete control right now are the Magic. Barka Danikoski driving. Gust. Frangi. Makasha makes it look so effortless. Kawaguchi. Ball comes in. Frangi arriving. Sultan goes down. Players remain on the tarmac. Frangi was certainly involved in that cross that had flown in, and it's a Victory player that just remains on the deck, and that might. It's worth mentioning that Luka Tutalika has been promoted to the A-League team for tonight's semi-final. That's a major call-up on such a big stage for a young player who made his strides in NPL competition. So full congratulations for Tutalika. That semi-final only 5 minutes away from kick-starting the first leg of the A-League men's finals campaign as Lazarevsky. Ganino has fresh legs. Luemi's aware of that and came across. Ganino, crafty, lovely step inside. Although It's just unfortunate, really. It was a step outside, rather, from Victory, and Heredes had done so well to have that half chest across, but just lost his footing. We mentioned having a look at the radar. We might do so now. I think the rain, for the most part, is done. It says it's 10 degrees. It feels like 6. I might have gone a bit lower. Habib and Menelu together. Franchi running at pace. Brizio, the wide reinforcement. Kawaguchi inside the box. Defensive duties was Jesse Hoey. Kawaguchi wants a corner, he won't get one. Pedestrian, isn't it? Victory not able to grow into this one. They've struggled so far. Williams short to the keeper, Sultan. Radimizis. Nazarevsky headed on. El Halwi. Gusts. Down the line for Habib, who could stride onto this. Defended well for the meantime by Brzezinski. An individual win for him. Back heel. And well, Lazarevsky was crafty, but Victory never really arrived to the movement. And late to the party was Heredes. Had to compensate, and in doing so, gave away a foul. Trenkova. High and not very handsome. The ball he dispatched there. Ball just pinballing everywhere at the moment. Goran Lozanovsky, always outspoken. Haven't really heard much of him tonight, in all honesty, but he was not happy there. That Makasha was impeded. O'Hallowy. Fabrizio, back heel will find him. Interpreted by Williams. Foul goes their way. Of course, we'll have a quick glimpse of this season's ladder when we can. So paint a picture of what's really going on here so far this season. Halfway point now, and well, there's a lot to certainly unpack. O'Hallowy for Habib. Is there an opportunity to turn it into 2? Gus takes a touch. Let's fly, Gus! The home supporters receptive of the fullback's endeavour there. Controlled off his chest and let fly off the volley. You'll never know until you put your ticket in the raffle. Quick glimpse off the ladder, of course. It's Heidelberg United on top of the summit. A point off of Avondale after 14 games played. Dandy Thunder and Oakley on 29 and 28 points respectively. Altona with a win here tonight would find themselves on 14 points and will overtake Victory. They are in 9th position. Of course, the 3-team relegation system this season. Some tales to transpire there as it goes on. And Tommaso Minatoli, real firecracker off the bench, the number 9 can be. Think back to, of course, that South Melbourne matchup at the home of the Matildas. He was electric from when he came on. Scored 2 goals from off the bench. If the commentator that night might have thought that Victory had won it, I might have been that commentator. All for South Melbourne's now former player, Gustav Muller, to steal a point right at the death of it. It was a great game of football. Had many of them so far this season. In year 2025 of National Premier League's Victoria football. Well, the Wemi under some pressure. Audacious clearance, but it might turn out for something for the Magic. Theodorokopoulos in the box, a bit offside. Victory take it quickly. They made the change. Lazarevski. It's behind him. Barka-Darekoski. Frangi. Bouncing ball. Barka-Darekoski. Out of play. They wanted the handball, Victory. Kausha. It's well won by Victory's John Rademizis. Number 36 had to put a foot in and done so. Uluwemi. Sails over everybody, really. Even Abani wasn't wanting to, didn't have to really touch it. Goes back to Sultan. Habib readjusts, gets the ball under his spell. Has a glimpse around him. Wants to rampage forward now, Habib. Decent run this, needs some charging down. Minatoli with Jesse Hoey in support. Victory with some sprint and spring in their step as they try come forward. Hoey, Menalu, Ganino. Hasn't worked out for the substitute. Gus, Frangi, isolated. Does really well to spin away. Now Fabrizio, Menalu. Zanovsky wants a foul. Play will resume with Obani. Opposite flank. Minatoli. Howie and Kawaguchi. Together. Theodorokopoulos was goal side momentarily. Fans not happy. Right in front of them. Well, Parker. A fair bit of Christos Theodorokopoulos. El Haloui. Habib. Lovely touch. Trying to lock play inside their offensive half of Victory. Altona, rather. Victory trying to clear. Kausha. Asked a lot of that ball for Frangi. They've had no answers really, Victory. They haven't been able to get the ball beyond this point. And a totally lovely touch for Hoey. This could be a change. As Hoey springing forward with energy. Has options left and right. Howie can go alone here. He does so, Howie. It hits the frame of Barka Danikoski. A lot more inviting from Victory. And you might as well give it a go. Cross comes in with real height towards the back post. Well kept. Sharmanov Shrenkova. Gust. Frangi. Fabrizio more central. Sultan. Ademizis. To Williams. Howie not able to take the free kick quickly. In his way was Captain Makasha. Ganino. Give and go with Minatoli. Lost his foot in there, Ganino. Gusts. Bazaneski kept it going. Menelu. Howie. Turning. Free kick victory. You heard the orders from the Victory manager, Jesse Howie. Take the free kick. Could be damaging from here. Jesse Howie. Very central to free kick. 25 yards away from goal. Big moment in this match's complexion as Howie steps up, goes over the wall, but right at the keeper. Shrinkova launches it long. Victory tries to head their way out of this danger zone. Theodorokopoulos, El Haloui. Frangi, El Haloui latching on now with Victory with Canino. Wants to just run into the open paddock ahead of him. The ball forward was snuffed out. Makasha combines with Gust. Frangi, flag go up. Oluwemi. Stay alive. Habib. Nice ball there from Williams. Makasha. Theodorokopoulos back to Makasha. Lovely switch. El Haloui. Makasha was the idea, not a good pass. Menelu wants to just cut through Altona now. Ganino out wide. Barney making his way towards the back post. Ganino not around Gus. Transition can now occur for the Magic. Frangi. Habib. Frangi one in the back. He has the beating, the physicality of his Victory counterpart, Frangi. He's holding it up, but he's awaiting the cavalry and does get the free kick. Well, the Magic not short of free kick takers. There's many behind this, and bit of a conversation as to what they're going to do here. This free kick opportunity. Saad Makasha, a specialist really. Does he keep that title tonight from this free kick opportunity? It's Makasha! Hits the wall. Acrobatic on display from Habib. I'll get a corner. Louis take. Teasing ball for the back post. It was nearly directly from the corner. We've seen that before this season. It might have been Joe Guest from the corner spot at the very start of this campaign. I think it might have been against Victory, actually, where that might have happened for the Cannons. So it's not foreign. Mentoli sliding. Things clearing up again. You can see the city skyline, rather, in the backdrop here from the gantry. Obani. Howie blew off the ball by Kawaguchi. Luemi. Looking for Frangi. Nice ball to find him. Trying to hold things up. Rakopoulos, Frangi. Still going somehow. Frangi gets it wide to Kawaguchi. Cross comes in, inviting El Haloui. Frangi was certainly patient when holding the ball up. Fabrizio was asking for the ball for some time. Gus does nicely. El Haloui. Makasha. Lovely body face. Flick over the top. Victory really holding on right now. Minatoli. Can't get around Makasha. Kawaguchi to reload. It's been all the Magic this game so far. Makasha. Kawaguchi. Minatoli. Keeps it in just. Dispossessed. Each time Victory have done something individually, there hasn't really been a teammate there to support them. It's a very individual performance so far tonight from this young side. Quite United, of course, but they haven't showcased that tonight as Habib will fly. Might as well have a hit. Sultan there to make sure it's nothing too damaging, really. Trenkova, first time, Kawaguchi. El Holloway. Cash, I want to flick on towards Theodorokopoulos. Might open up here. That's a Revsky with a rare sight for goal. Central for Trenkova. Bartka Danikoski. Rampaging forward. Frangi says no more of that. I'll take the ball. I'll send it wide. Fabrizio. Kawaguchi. Theodorokopoulos in the box. Ball won't find him. You can see that the Magic are looking to make a triple substitution. Zachevsky, one of those to come on. Now Holloway. Blocked off. Gust. Oh, Holloway. Habib. Nakausha. The ball Fabrizio. Theodorokopoulos. Turning, striking. Sultan saving. Menacing inside the box. Theodorokopoulos. Just gets out wide. Ganino. Overlapping run in support is there. Ganino. And over the top. But has it worth that time of asking? Oh, Holloway. Gets it 3 changes for the Magic. Kamara, O'Keefe, and Stachevsky await their involvement. The ball has to go out of play. Grondosnowski loves a substitution. He's a frequent maker of such as. Luemi, major size differentiation with him and Howie. Now the substitutions will occur. A triple change. Bartka Danikoski makes way. So does El Holloway. Stachevsky and Kamara on in his place. O'Keefe replaces Christos Theodorokopoulos. You can see a victory player just also getting ready to enter the mix. That of Jordan Hoey. Header was one. It was Ganino. Never really threatening to out of the keeper. The way it looks is one Hoey on, another off. So Jordan replaces that of Jesse Hoey, who was clean in possession but didn't really have much of it. Trenkova. Habib headed the ball on. Nakausha does much of the same. Habib tries to earn frontal position. Kamara, first involvement. Nakausha, O'Keefe. Back comes the rain down. Not out of play yet, O'Keefe. Has Fabrizio on for the pass. Cross comes in, the Magic overcooking it really. Trying to do too much perhaps, was Fabrizio. Kawaguchi gets some support from those near him. Frangi, firm but fair, got it back. Habib combining. Frangi, opportunity here. Sultan with the block. Menelu. Basaneski. Howie. Provocative. Minatoli. Abani. Uses his pace. Comes in. Chance for victory. Oluemi has to slide. That's Brodder. From the visitors. That could be late. That is very late. A call to be made here from the official. Yellow card to be issued. Well, the victory officials having a chat to the fourth official. I mean, the studs up there. Certain yellow card. I think they wanted something more than that. Well, victory. And a free kick. Cross comes in. Unsure was Trenkova, but he made up for it with such presence. The big 6'6" goalkeeper. You can see that the Magic are looking to make another substitution. Might just be George Sitsinyaris to enter the mixture. And in fact, that's what will occur. Fabrizio makes his way off. Sitsinyaris looking to provide some energy. He's the Energizer Rabbit right now. He's just ready to go. He's bouncing up and down. And on he comes finally. The spring in his step. Trenkova, very long. Bounces off the head of a victory defender. Sitsinyaris. Kawaguchi. Makasha. Kamara was an option. Kawaguchi. Canino came across. Sitsinyaris. Habib. Sitsinyaris making up some real ground to get there. Accelerating away. Abani forced to clear. Throw towards Habib inside the box. Victory now looking to escape. Williams sent it long. Gust. Kamara. Flicked not to an advantage. Canino's touch. Kamara trying to combine with O'Keefe. Frangi lurking. Williams. Garevsky. Obani. Oluwemi. Lazarevsky using his body. Kamara. Oluwemi. Frangi offside again. Vladimir is short to Williams. Howie. One of these captain of Menelu. Sitsinyaris. Stepping inside of Obani. Ball in behind. Options purely now with the Magic. Habib's cross comes in. Doesn't beat the first man, and Sultan will just smack it forward. Time becoming to be a bit of a luxury in this one. Can Victory steal a point? Altona haven't really closed the game out with another goal. Lazarevsky. Ganino. It'll be his ball. Lazarevsky. Still has it, edge of the area. Stajevsky. It's almost like an NFL punter's kick, really. Completely lined it up and just got rid of it. Obani getting some treatment from the home fans. The youngster getting acquainted with Altona Magic. Williams. Radimizis rather. Howie. Skipping. Trying to get around both Kamara and Gusts. Over the top. Might be Howie. A chance here for victory. Snatched that really by Howie. Needed a bit more composure, you feel. It's one of their better moves of the game, really. And, well, Jordan Howie just a bit caught up in it. Sultan sending it long, trying to cause some chaos. Habib. Frangi on for the pass. Proved to be a great signing so far for Altona. Frangi. Kamara was nonchalant. Not sure if that was the idea. Minatoli works it wide. Menelu with some work to do. Ganino back to the captain. Sitsinyaris. Cautiously, but out of play. Makasha. Habib will cause some chase. Williams into the back of Habib. He handled the ball. He thought it was his. Makasha. Sitsinyaris. He's done well, Sitsinyaris inside the box. He's still going. Desperate slide away from victory. And now Ganino over the top. Oluwemi heads away. But the flag. And that will be that. Well, no added time to speak of. It all happened in such a flash. And this second half simply flew by. And it will finish the way it started here at Paisley Park. 3 important points for the Magic. They move up into 9th place. Victory interchanging into that of Altona's 10th. It was a 1-1 draw encounter when they first met. But it's Altona who take the spoils and keep them here at home. Adam Palombi signing off for National Premier League's Victoria's YouTube coverage of tonight's instalment. Until tomorrow's games, we'll see you back, hopefully on a broadcast, enjoying some more National Premier League Victoria football. Thank you, and enjoy your night.